After a good night's rest in Cortina, we all got some really tricked out mountain bikes and we're going to ride to Dobiaco. The guides got together, gave us the instructions, and said, "Hey, do you think Joe's going to make it?" "I don't think so." And then they showed us where to go, and we hit the road with the roar of the chain in our ears. Eventually, we came to our coffee stop. And at the coffee stop, everybody took a rest. Some people had a nice beer. Phil showed us the correct way to wear a helmet after about 4 beers. All right, let's get back on it. We took off, and as you can see, I'm at the back of the line. But with a little high gear, pretty quick, I'm at the front of the line. Pretty soon, we came to our refugio to eat lunch. Watch out for traffic. At this refugio, I had Kaiserschmarrn, which is a delicacy in this area of Italy. And whenever you're in Italy, I highly recommend you get the Kaiserschmarrn. The guides had these huge slices of cheesecake, but I thought the cheesecake might be a little bit heavy for the ride back. On the ride back, we really got with it. On this bridge, I wondered, what's behind the green curtain? So I stopped and I took a picture of the gigantic chasm that bridge went over. Yikes, that's deep. Eventually, we made it back to Cortina. We had another great dinner and then a good night's rest because tomorrow is another activity. Today is another classic hike with our guides Richard and Mike and Phil. Before the hike started, Phil said, "You know what, guys, as a tradition, I think what we need to do is make some rock towers." "Rock towers? I don't think they do that in Europe." I said, "Oh yeah, you guys need to get busy." So we spent about 5 hours building some towers. What do you think? I was really tired after building all those towers, but eventually we got on the hike, and the scenery was beautiful. We're going to go around the Tre Cime de Lavaredo, and boy are they beautiful. It was here I had to break out the foot cam, because the foot cam shows it all. Eventually, we came to this little saddle. We looked around at the views, and then all of a sudden Richard said, "Hey, check it out. There's some climbers up there." "Climbers? Where are the climbers?" "They're up there on the main pillar of the Tre Chimi. Pretty cool, huh? I decided to get really artsy, so I went on down the trail. I tried to find a nice spot to get a picture of them. And I thought, oh, it'd be really cool? I'll get the reflection in this pond. Yes, there they are, the Tre Chimi. And if you look closely, you could see the climbers. They are so small. I thought I'd get a better picture of it, so I headed over to this rock. And the reflections were just as nice. Look at that. Ansel Adams, eat your heart out. Well, eventually we started walking, and there's some conspiracy theories that aliens had taken over. See their little antenna? Yeah, that's alien spore. No, it's not. That's just a cow pie. Don't believe everything you hear in an election campaign. Well, we continued on. Well, as I continued up this trail, I thought, you know what? I bet everybody's going to like to see where we came from. And that's where we came from, right over there. See the 3 peaks, the 3 spires? Actually, we saw some mountain bikers come down that trail too. Only when they got to the junction, they turned and went down canyon. They didn't climb this little road that I'm climbing, because I'm climbing up to lunch, the next refugio. When I got outside the refugio, I decided to take a look around. And it's a beautiful view, but the first thing inside, you ask for directions to the bathroom. Oh, you just go in, turn right, go down the hall, down the stairs. It's in the basement. Well, wait a minute. Let's check out these photos. These are all old photos of mountaineers in this area. And they kind of look like us, except for their jaunty little hats. They got on short pants and long socks and hiking poles. Well, we went to the saddle and we looked over to see what's on the other side, which is classic. And then we decided, hey, it's time to head back. So we're taking the other trail. It makes a gigantic loop. And we're hiking back to our starting point, only we're making a circumnavigation of the entire place. Here you get a better look at the spires on the other side. And whenever you're in the mountains, there's always accidents. Here's a little chapel to those brave mountaineers that paid the ultimate price for having some fun. And now we're back to our starting point. Well, you know what Paul Simon would say? Get back on the bus, Gus. Whoa, whoa. Oh, luckily we got hooked behind the bike and bus. See, what you do is you get your bike and throw it in that trailer, and then the bus hauls you up to the top, and you ride it back down, and the bus goes down and picks you up. Pretty cool, huh? We got stuck behind this car, which is really good because when we're not, things get going really fast. We made it. Well, we're back at our hotel. It's time to go back in, think about what we need to pack, because the next morning we're going to get up early and we're going to be back on the bus. Well, after a good night's sleep, the bus picked us up again. We were back. We spent another day in Venice. We had to get another water taxi. So we got off the water taxi and we're back at the airport, making that long walk. But eventually, we're on the plane and we're flying home. What a great trip! And remember, if they told you how difficult it was, you wouldn't go.